Okay, here we are back with Dirshu Mishnah Berurah, beginning Simin Nun Hey. Apologies, we are a little bit behind again due to all the Yom Tovim, but V'siyata D'Shnaya, we will slowly get these shiurim up and out for everyone that would like to learn together with us. And hopefully within about a week or so, we'll be back on track up to the Dirshu schedule. So we begin over here, Simin Nun Hey, that the Machaber coins Dinei Kaddish. The laws of Kaddish. Says the Machaber Seval of Aimrim Kaddish. We should say Kaddish. Continues the Machaber. Ve'in Aimrim Oisai, you do not say it, Bachos Me'azar Zacharim, less than 10 males, B'nei Chayrin, who are free, not slaves, Gedailim, who are adults, She'eviu, that have brought, as we turn over the page over here, Shtei Cyrus, which we know are 2 pubic hairs, which is when one has the din of a gadol. For adin le kedusha baruch hu and same halachas for kedusha and baruch hu sheina marim bebachas me'asara. So halacha number 1 of the day is whenever it comes to inyani kedusha, whenever it comes to kedusha, baruch hu and kaddish, of course, you need to have 10 people there. Not only do you have to be 10 people, 10 males, non-avadim, and 1 who are of age, who are considered gedailim. So says the Mishnah Berurah over here, Sivkata and Aleph. Oimrim, Kasher toiv l'mayid bebrachos, kach toiv l'mayid bekadishim. Says the Mishnah Berurah, just like it's good to minimize the amount of brachos, so too when it comes to kaddish. Vayim b'achreinim shekaru tagar. And look at the achreinim, says the Mishnah Berurah, that they scream against those kasher, al zeh shekaru tagar azeh shenei asara b'nei adam. There are people who used to gather together 10 men, and they would just say many times Kaddish al psuki Torah on different psukim of the Torah in Mishnah Gemara. Asara Yehudim lo yazim she'emi sheyodei b'lashon and kodesh lo yitzei yisam yidei chayva. There was no one that was able to be yotzei them. Yuchlecham hem neiyo shliach sibur v'leimer Kaddish kedusha b'lashon las. So says Mishnah Berurah that. Excuse me, 1 second. We just ran a shtickle stop sign. Let's go back. So number 1, the Mishnah Berurah just taught us we shouldn't be just saying Kaddish. We shouldn't be gathering 10 people together just to say Kaddish. Continues the Mishnah Berurah, Asari Yehudim lo yazim. We have 10 Jews who do not speak the same. They're not. We'll call them midabrei ivrit. They don't speak Hebrew. She'ein mi yodeya b'lashon hakodesh, and they don't know lashon hakodesh lo yitzi yosem midei chayva. So what do we do now? Says the Mishnah Berurah, one of them is the Shliach Sibur. You're even allowed to say Kaddish Kedusha, says the Mishnah Berurah, in a foreign language. Continues Mishnah Berurah, Sivkatan Beis Kaddish, Pirush Achar Psukim Zimra. When do you say Kaddish after Psukim Zimra? Obedient Asar, you need 10 people. Shekol Davar Kedusha. Any matter of Kedusha on Kaddish Kedusha, Ubarchu Kriyas Atayr Nesias Kapayim. So the Mishnah Berurah over here elaborates on the list of the Machaber. The Machaber just taught us Kaddish, Kedusha, and Baruch Hu. Continues the Mishnah Berurah and adds on as well Kriyas HaTorah, as well Dochening Ein Oimrim Asay Bachos Me'asara. You're not allowed to say less than 10 people. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, V'ni Kedashti V'teich B'nei Yisrael, and I will be holy, I will be Kaddish amongst Klal Yisrael. V'yalfina V'zir Shava, the Toich Memeraglin, from the word Toich. It says, I'll be proclaimed holy, b'toich, from within B'nai Yisrael. What does this word toich mean? So we learn out the word toich from the word toich that is said by Meraglim, until when do we need this evil aid, the congregation, Yatu Yeshua v'kolev, Tigo Yeshua and Kolev, Nishar Asara. So how many Meraglim were there that we're going to call the Eida Hara? Were 10. Ukruin Eida. And these 10 Jews are called an Eida. All Kaddishin, all Kaddishes are equal. Afilu Kaddish D'Rabbanan Shachar Alimod, even a Kaddish D'Rabbanan, optionally that is said after one learns Torah, as well requires 10 Jews. Kasav Taz, the Beis Amir Sukkot Zimra Ein Sarach Asara, says the Taz that during Sukkot Zimra, during when one is saying Amiras Sukkot Zimra, you do not need 10. Afilu Imamarua Bichidas. Even if you say it privately, Kol Sheish Asar B'Shas Amir is like Kaddish Taibekach. So says the Taz, this is seen classically in many a minyan daily, that it could be that at the beginning of Sukkot Zimra there are not 10 Jews there. But when it comes to the Kaddish, when it comes to Yishtabach with Kaddish, as long as you've 10 at that point, that is enough. Similarly, continues the Mishnah Berurah. Let's say you began davening Ma'ariv without a minyan, and 10 people came at the time to say Kaddish. You're allowed to. Anytime a person learns Pesukim Aragada, you said tell him in the morning, if you're doing it without a minyan, and then all of a sudden you have a minyan, Kaddish, you're able to say Kaddish. Continues Mishnah Berurah that the Magen Avraham argues, and the Goin seemingly says the same. Al Kain, therefore, says the Mishnah Berurah, which are whom? The Pri Megadim, the Arachayim, the Sharpaiskim, and this we've seen already. We learned the halachas of Yishtabach. We saw that we don't just say Yishtabach, we don't just say the Kaddish after Yishtabach in a vacuum. We said that you need to say a few psukim beforehand. Similarly, Paskins, the Mishnah Berurah over here, you don't just give a clap and say Kaddish, but rather it is nachayin, it is proper because it is a machlekes between the Taz and the Magen Avraham Gain. So what is proper is to say a mizmar or 3 psukim and then say Kaddish. Ayin Pri Megadim mishvur sa'izav ha'iskim de muchach minei d'linyan psukim de zimra. To muchach from the Pri Megadim with regards to psukim de zimra linyan tfilas arvis kam Magen Avraham moidel Taz. The Magen Avraham agrees with the Taz. Continues the Mishnah Berurah Sivkat and Gimel. Who are these 10 Jews? They need to be there. They have to be Zcharim males. Lafukinashim, that women are excluded. Avadim uktanim, slaves and minors. Vuadin tumtum vandrogenes. One who we're not sure if he's a male or a female. He has both Simanei Zachros and Nekevos. He's both genitalia. V'chetzi eved v'chetzi v'nechayrin. Eino mitzaref. Are not mitzaref to the minyan. Gedalim Sivkat and Dalet Ayin Bri Chadashim Samachtas. Says the Bri Chadash. Shekara. Erer. Alam Akaimais, the Pri Chadash brought up issue with the place in Nagin Shekatan Amar Kaddish. There are places that they had the minhag that a child would say Kaddish Ubaruchu, Va'akolain and Achrav, and the congregation would answer the Shaloi, Kedin, Hey, Maisim. It's not appropriate. Let's say there are 10 Yidden aside for the Katan. Still, it is not proper, says the Pri Chadash. Pri Megadim is machmer. Kos of halachas ketanas in memches. Kishnayim ma'ishalim Kaddish yachad 2 or 3 people saying Kaddish together. V'echad maktim, a very classical case, and one of them is a bit faster. In ba'im kol echad teichidei diber. If they're all within a moment of each other, teichidei diber, which is the amount of time to say Shalom Aleichem Rebbe, a moment or two. Yanem arisha in ayim ha'achron amin v'yale kulam. Say one amen and it works for all of them. But continues the Mishnah Berurah, vim yesh hafsik. Let's say there's a hafsik, which again we know happens. One person speeds ahead and he finishes, you say amen, and then it could be a few seconds later, it's not a second or two, it could be a few seconds later that the next person gets to the amen. Yane kol echad ve'echad, you answer to each and every one. A very common halacha, very important to remember how to deal with such a scenario. Adam Sefer Yitzira. Now this is a bit of an interesting halacha. If a person is created via a Sefer Yitzira, a grelim of sorts, could he be combined to minyan ayin b'tshuvas chacham svi or Sefer Kreidina mashik kasav binyan zeh, and we're just going to leave that one as that. Says Mr. Berurah Sivkat and Hey, v'adin lekedusha, the same halachas for kedusha. V'adin l'chol chazar. Says Mishnah Berurah Chazaras Hashatz we had on now. It's not only Tochaning, we had on Chazaras Hashatz. The Mikri Darshav Kedusha B'nei Kedusha Sheyesh Box, we have Kedusha Chazaras Hashatz. Ein Poichasem Misheva Kadisha B'chol Yom. Sheva have less than 7 times you say Kaddish every day. Keneged Sheva B'yom V'lalticha, the 7 times we praise Hashem. The Hainu Echad Achar B'sukin Zimra Shu Achar Yishtabach. The first one, which we've spoken about extensively over the past few weeks, after Yishtabach. V'Hasheni, when's the second Kaddish? Chati Kaddish Achar Tzil Zil Chaz Brachos. The Chati Kaddish after Shmona Esrei. Shlishi is when Achar Seder Kedusha after Ashur Valatzion. Uba Omer Gankin Deskabel Slasain. And at the third Kaddish, It's not a Chatzi Kaddish, it's Kaddish Shalom. You say Tiskabel Slasan of Aslain. Shushay Gamkin and Tefillah Shmona Esrei. Vervi, the fourth one is Acher Aleinu Yishba Amir Psukim. After Aleinu we say Kaddish. V'chamishi Acher. So again, we're having 4 Kaddishim by Shachris. The 5th Kaddish is when Acher Ashrei Bim Mincha. After Ashrei in Mincha. V'shishi Acher Tefillas Mincha. The 6th is after the entirety of Mincha. V'shvi, and the final Kaddish Acher Kriyas Shalarvis Kodim Tefillah Shmona Esrei. After the Birchas Kriyas before Shmona Esrei of Ma'ariv. And these are the 7 times we say Kaddish each and every day, Kineged, corresponding to the Sheva Bayom L'Aticha, the 7 times that we praise Hashem. But Kaddish Achar Tzilas Arvis and the Kaddish after Ma'ariv, after Gamke Mitzvah, it's a mitzvah, Loika Chashina B'Chalil Shiva, it's not considered part of the 7, Ayin Shab L'Lavush Hatam, to look at the Lavush for the reason, and we don't have Dirshu 15 that explains it, so we're going to leave it over here. We'll pick up tomorrow with Sif Beis, over here in Siman and Hay, continuing learning the halachas of Kaddish.